Welcome to the life of the lazy housewife. Hello and welcome to yet another installment of The Lazy Housewife. My name is Makazi and thank you so much for giving up your time just to watch me and enjoy my company for the next maybe 45 minutes to an hour. But anyway, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Also remember to like, comment, as well as to share the channel with anybody who you feel would love to be a member of our little lazy housewife family here. So I don't like to talk your ear off at the beginning of these vlogs. So today what my husband and I are going to go dining room furniture shopping. I think this is the third time we are trying this. First time around I really couldn't find something that I was really sold on, and then I ended up spending the money in Paris. Then the second time around we had that whole thing where I think the table was there or the chairs were not there, or it was the other way around, and then I ended up using the money to take my girls on a weekend away. So now we're trying this for the third time, so hopefully today we persevere. So anyway, let me not take any more of your time. Let's head on out.
Yeah, because who's shopping for furniture on a random Thursday? Client parking, we are clients, right?
For window shoppers. Okay, so we didn't manage to find the table. They didn't have it in stock, and I really wanted to see the table with the chairs, and they have recommended that we go to the store in town, which is like, I think from here it's like 35 Ks, and honestly I am not in the mood to do that. Like, it's pretty far. So I was actually telling my husband that, oh my gosh, I actually lived not too far from here a good 20 plus years ago. So now I am going to show him my old home. Like, when we moved from Venda to Cape Town, this is the home that we moved to. So we are off there. I think it's like 5 minutes from here. So yeah, then you guys can also get to see one of the homes that I used to live in, like I think from like 2000 to like 2003. So we were not in Cape Town for that long. So exciting vibes. Another thing you get to know about me. So this was our tiny little, well, let me not say tiny little. It was like 3 bedrooms. It had a swimming pool. Pretty decent house. This is another angle. So I think we can go now. I don't want these people shooting me. So just up the road is my primary school. So we're gonna go check that out too. Guys, this was the primary school that I went to. Actually, when I get home, when I look at the other albums, I want to see if I still have pictures of it and stuff. But yeah, a lot of interesting memories in this place. And it still looks literally exactly the same, like nothing has changed. So fun facts about me, there you saw it. So I think we're just going to head on home now and continue with the things that we're supposed to do today. This was the sports ground, and honestly there's such a lovely view of the mountain. Look at that. Gorgeous. I am back. So unfortunately for us, we didn't manage to the coffee tables that we've been looking at, they were both not at the store. So what we're going to do is that we are going to go to a different store over the weekend, like I said. So we just need to juggle a few things around our weekend now, because we had planned on going car shopping, which you guys will see that in the next vlog. So I'm pretty excited about that. Time for some new wheels, you know. But luckily for me, like I showed you guys, like the old house and my old school, you know, I'm very fortunate that my mother really documented our childhood growing up, because when I actually went through some of the photo albums, I managed to find a few pictures of the house that we lived in. So I was telling you guys that it had like a swimming pool in the back. So that is me over there in the swimming pool. Yeah, guys, all those many years ago. And you know, like I think from moving to Venda and then all of a sudden we're living in Cape Town and you're living in a house with a swimming pool, like it was really such an exciting time for us. I don't want to lie. Yo, go away. Guys, this flies will not let up. And then that is me. Yo guys, when last did you see like a wooden what do you call this, like a display cabinet? Let me show you this. So that's the picture there. So that was me having breakfast. So I would just want you guys to just have an idea of sort of like what the house looked like. And then, you know, we had such a fun time here. That's when we went to the beach. And as you can see guys, my hair was always a mess, because you know where we lived, it was so difficult to find obviously a hair salon. Whenever I needed to get like my hair done, we always needed to go to it was pretty far. There was like a taxi rank somewhere, and my mother did not like that at all. So my hair, I think at some point we just decided to chop my hair off, because it was such a mission. Well, I decided I wanted to chop my hair off, and that's us just hanging around. That's me there in front. So yeah, Cape Town was a very interesting time in my life. I think we lived here for like what, about 3 or 4 years. And then that is me in my school. I don't even look anything like this. See, when I told you that we then just chopped my hair off. Yeah, so that is me in primary school. Ooh, guys, the ghetto. And then that is another picture. So that's the last picture. So I just wanted to show you guys just a few pictures here and there. I don't know. I don't look the same, eh? Completely different. Yay, no? Little Makadzi. But anyway, I actually realized when, and I forgot to take them out, when I was editing the previous vlog, that I went to buy new vases, and I forgot to show you guys those vases that I purchased. So I'm just gonna get up quickly now and go fetch them. I totally forgot to bring them here. And then after that, what am I gonna do? Yeah, I need to go fetch them. The day is pretty much over, and then after that I'm going to be making dinner for my husband, and today I will be making pap zwibiru, also known as chicken hearts, as well as cabbage. So just a simple dinner for today, and then then we can call today a wrap. So let me just go get those vases for you guys quickly. So this is the first vase that I got. I really like this one, nice and long, and this one I'm definitely going to put it like on the kitchen table because it's nice and high. I just like the simplicity of it. I think the one thing maybe you guys can advise me that I was disappointed about was that all the white ones were basically Decor ones, and they indicated, when I kept asking, oh, what about this one, what about this one, they kept on indicating that they can't hold water, so I could only take the clear ones. So maybe you guys can recommend a place where I can get like white vases that actually hold water, because it just turns out that each and every single one of them was for decor purposes. So this is the first one, nice and long. So when my man gets me my weekly flowers, this is the one of the vases that I'm going to be using. And then the next one that I have over here, this is one that I want to use. This one I want to put it on the dining room table. I really like the oval shape. It was different from all the vases that I have. I don't have one that's this shape if you just look at it. So that's the top, bottom. So yeah, I want to use this one for the dining room table when our new dining room table arrives, whenever we finally make a decision on it. Because when we got there, then my husband started looking at alcohol trolleys and then talking about he wants a chair and desk for the balcony for his office. I'm like, sir, this is why we always end up going over budget, because now we are looking at things that we didn't even come here for, you know. He even wanted to leave with wine glasses. I'm like, we have so many wine glasses. Actually, the space in our kitchen for glasses is finished. There is just no space at all. So yeah, this is the second vase. I absolutely love it, and I think it's going to look so beautiful on our dining room table. And then the next one that I got is like the smallest one. I wanted something that I can also put on the coffee table and it won't disturb our view of the TV. So I got this one. It's, as you can see, it's got a similar shape to the one I just showed you now, but very low. As you can see, it's like, yeah, less than the height of my arm. So I thought this one would work so well on the coffee table, and when I make the arrangements, I'll just make sure that they are pretty low, just so that the lounge can also have just a bit of a feminine touch. So this is the last one, and this is definitely the one that, like I said, I want to put on the coffee table. So the day I have all these arrangements made, it's gonna look yummy. It's gonna look so lush, so posh. So I absolutely cannot wait for that. So yeah, these are the vases. So yeah, this is the last of the vases that I got, at least now, because the one that I've been using now is chipped, because the other one, like I said, I broke the other one. Then the other one is very thin and long, so the flowers that he gets me are just too many to even use it. And then the other one is circular. It's cute. I think it's the one that I used on Valentine's Day, but I just wanted just to add on, you know, I don't know, the shopaholic in me. Morning, guys. Today is not a good day at all. I am quarter to losing it. Yeah, but I'd rather show you better than I can tell you. Like, I was opening the things that we got from the dry cleaners, and they literally messed up our stuff. Like, everything that was of color messed up. So I am going to take these things back to them. Like, I don't even want to be in possession of it in case they want to say, oh no, when you had it you might have done this, you might have done. I am taking it back, and they must fix it or give me my money back. I do not care, but completely unacceptable. I mean, I was wearing this, I think, like on a vlog or two ago, and I don't know how they wash it, because we've been using them since we moved to Cape Town, and it looks like it's a 10-year-old t-shirt. I mean, look at that. The color is complete. It's like completely faded. I mean, look at that. Gone. Like, especially like around the collars and the borders, like color gone. It looks like some old ass t-shirt, and my husband got this t-shirt like what, I think like 2 years ago. So it's not like these are like old things. I mean, look at that. It's not even like that rich navy that you see in the vlogs. It's like going on to like a grayish type of color. And to make matters worse, look at this. It came back with stains as well. I mean, look at that. Completely unacceptable. And I am like this issue of them like send pictures. I'm not going to go back and forth with people on WhatsApp and whatever. I am literally just going to take it back so that they can see it and take it and fix it, because it's just ridiculous. Even like my black t-shirt, I mean, look at this. First of all, let's start here. The collar is stretched out. Look at that. Stretched out. And this is the t-shirt that I got while I was in Paris. So, Auko Nahal, even the color here, finito. Like, it's also got like that grayish whatever on the collars, on the sides. So I'm like, oh, what fun is. And I really don't know what happened this time. I don't know. And as well, it's also got these dog marks, came back with these dog marks as well. So I don't know what they sprayed this time around or what happened or anything like that. I think if it was the first time, maybe when we're taking our things there, then we'd say, oh, they don't know how to handle this type of material. Maybe then that's why things went wrong. But we've been using them for like, what, 6-7 months? Guys, when my husband's t-shirt faded. They're playing games. Like this pink, like it's like white now. It's not even like that nice dark rich pink. White. What? So I do not know what they were using to clean this, but yeah, white. And this is like a rich pink, even the front. White. So it looks like, you know, when something is left out in the sun for like hours and days and whatever, and then the color fades, that's what it currently looks like. And I don't know what they're going to do to fix it, but they have to fix it. And I took my sneakers to get washed. So the place where I go to for the dry cleaning, they don't, whenever they don't provide a service, they get third party will provide the service, and obviously then they act like a middleman, and then the person washes whatever. So it turns out that the people who wash the shoes, it's what are they called, the sneaker shack. Oh, I hate those guys so much, and I want to show you when just under 2 years ago, my LV sneakers, I took them there to get washed. And they came back, like these sneakers, they came back with this scratch on the side. Okay, it's faint, so you might not be able to see it. So there's like a scratch here. They came back with this scratch on the side, and bonus, they were torn. they came back torn as well. And then when I went there to complain, because that's not how this condition that my sneaker came in, because I remember my husband had bought them for me for Valentine's Day. So this happened about 4 or 5 months later, and you can see this is what it's supposed to look like. So that's what it's supposed to look like. That's what this came back as, torn here. They would, and then the guy just said, manager's not here, come back tomorrow, I'm sure he'll be here. Then you go back, not here, not literally. That's what they did, non-stop, refused to take accountability for anything. So now when I now discovered, I actually even now went on this dry cleaners website, and they had put there like, our third party for shoes is the Sneaker Shack. Can we look at what they did to my sneakers that my husband bought me in Paris? They literally used a scrubbing brush on my shoes. Look at that. Bona. Logo out, and you can even see here the difference. You can see here that they brushed. Here, like this is not like a light yellow, then it's dark. This is the normal sort of like color. And then on this side, I don't know if they left them in the sun, but they're like discolored on this side. Like, I don't understand. Bona, like color faded. And this type of shoes, you are literally supposed to use a cloth and rub it. Literally rub out the dirt, because it's like leatherish type of, you can't, it's sort of like a leather suede type of material. I forgot what it's called, but you can't do that. It even came back with a hole here. My shoes. And this is literally the second time they get washed. I don't even wear that shoe so often. And if I wear them, I'm wearing them. The only time now where I say I wore them outside, whatever, where they got their dirtiest, was when I was in Venda. But usually it's just going to the mall or whatever. That's why they barely ever get washed. And this is actually the second time they get washed. So, guys, like color, guys. These were like a nice rich yellow. But hi, we are going to scrub them. And scrub them and scrub them instead of wiping them. So manje, I am going there, and I don't want to make a noise with anybody, please. Yes, people want to turn us into bad people. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna head on there. And I am just going to leave the stuff there. They will sort it out. I'm funu rasa with anybody. And then I'm going to come back home. So yeah, let's go. The devil is a lie. Wonder if I hate you. I do. Study of you to make me feel just like this. What I would do to make me feel just like this. And if you wonder if I hate you, fuck you. See what mood they've put me in. You know, I hate people who put me in a mood where I have to be defensive and combative and whatever. Yeah. Can't stand it at all. We are usually always happy in this car, manje, because of amagundwane. This is where we are. Can't stand it. I think even the people that I don't like the most on this earth are people who've ever had to put me or constantly put me in a situation where I have to be combative. I don't like being in bad vibes. I don't like being in a bad mood. I live such a nice life. I'm such a happy chappy, like, woo. And the phony conflict shame at all. But life dictates that we must always resolve conflict resolution. Yeah, the ghetto. Hey, let's go hear what these people are going to say. But I don't want to talk too much, to be quite honest. I am not in the mood to talk. Like, I just want this fixed. At the end of the day, they know what they did, and yeah. Masambeke. I am back. You know, the way I am so, I even dropped this camera as I was leaving and I'm like, oh my goodness. But anyway, when I got there, I showed the lady the item. So I started by showing her like the blue shirt, the navy blue shirt. And the first thing she does is look at me. She says, and you guys saw it looks washed out and whatever. She says, are you sure this t-shirt is meant to be navy blue? I'm like, ma'am, I was the last one to wear this t-shirt actually, and I'm so glad now because I take lots of pictures and videos. I literally opened up my phone and I showed her, you see, this is what this looked like the last time I wore it. Look at what it looks like in this picture and look at what it looks like right now in your presence. Then the black t-shirt as well. This is what it looked like when I wore it. This is what it looks like. Really? Am I sure if the t-shirt is supposed to be navy? Like, I bought that t-shirt. But anywho, as for the sneaker shack, bar phone, and they tell me, oh yeah, we are going to investigate the cleaning process of the shoe. I'm like, my guy, you can go and investigate. Whether you investigate or not, it's not going to change the fact that my shoe is damaged. My shoes are damaged. So what is an investigation going to help with? It's just an excuse to try and come back and say, oh no, we followed the proper cleaning procedure. First of all, it's the second time the shoes come there to get cleaned. The first time around, clearly it was done properly. This time around, something went wrong and somebody done messed up. So just take accountability for it, and that's that. This whole we're going to investigate, and I'm like, and then what? Oh no, then after that, after our investigation, we're going to send someone to come to your place for your convenience to pick up the shoes. And I'm like, nah, don't even bother doing none of that. I am going to take them here. I'm bringing them here myself because they come here to pick up sneakers every day. So to ensure that they get picked up today, you will find them here, because next thing they'll be saying, oh, the driver couldn't come to your area today, they'll come tomorrow, then the matter just goes bust. So that's what they did to me the last time, and I'm not having it this time around. So really, we are going to investigate. Like, this is a criminal case. Like, you messed up my shoes, you done goofed. But anyway, I decided to get myself my baby, and I get home to come center myself again. Guys, and phone, man, I don't like with my energy. I don't like this. But anyway, let's head on home. So we finally are going to do it this year, okay? And I must tell you guys, I have literally been procrastinating for the past probably about 2 hours when it comes to doing this, me trying this makeup thing. Because when you're not good at something, you already just have this thing of, it's already so intimidating for me. So I'm just like, I've been trying everything to say, okay, you know what, do I really need to do this, blah, 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 blah. But you know what, this is literally going to be my first time practicing this year. I am going to have, my sminse just to make sure that I stay relaxed and I stay composed. But yeah, to make sure that I stay relaxed and I stay composed. But we're going to keep it really simple. I couldn't find a tutorial that had I just want to start practicing like a regular daytime look, like just a daytime, or let me say I'm going to lunch or whatever. So just keeping it simple. It's very difficult to, most of the tutorials when you find them, especially on TikTok, they've already done the brows. So at least my brows, they're pretty defined already, so we won't spend too much. Well, we have to do them, but yeah, one thing that I'm not so, oh guys, these flies, oh my goodness, they are going to be the end of me. I swear. So anyway, as I was saying, yeah, my brows are not too bad. So I'm not going to do the whole. I'm not going to do eyeshadow yet. Like that's still a bit too much for me. Plus, I don't want this to be like too long. You know what I mean? So yeah, and I think just like with the cooking, you know, when I started adding it into the vlogs, then I started getting better and better. And now look at my meals, guys. Like, I'm a chef in this building. So when I went to buy the makeup that you guys told me I was basically ripped off on, when it came to like when I asked them, okay, what should I use as a base, this is what they recommended. This is, see, now you guys have been saying, Makazi, you zoom in. Now it is like perfect because I don't know what was going on with my camera. So I've got this SPF from Dior, but I actually would like you guys to actually recommend like proper, I swear, what do you call this, what do you call this thing that they put on, primer, because I've seen like in some videos it's what do you call this, it's what's the word, it's almost like it's clear, transparent. Why is my English going away? Like I wasn't that girl that speaks English all the time. So we're just going to start off with that, because they always say do not put makeup on dry skin. So we are definitely not going to put makeup on dry skin. And I actually just thought, you know what, while I do these makeup sessions, you know, usually people do the whole get to know me, blah blah blah. Then in the comment section, you guys can maybe ask me some questions and I can answer these questions during these sessions. Maybe I can do one of these like maybe every second or third vlog, and then I can collect questions from you guys that you would like me to answer for you, and not just questions, but to also, if you want to get my opinion on something, then this can be a little segment while I chit chat to you guys while learning this makeup, because I love to talk. I love to talk. Even my mom at my wedding was like, yo, this girl loves to talk. Finally, now that she's married, she's got other people to talk to. So yeah, so that is step one. Now moving on, step two, it says what? Foundation. So for foundation, we are going to use this Bobbi Brown foundation. This is it's called Wayless Skin Foundation. So it's not like it's full coverage, but I don't feel like it's too heavy. But I don't really use it often. I will only use it like nighttime. During the daytime, I use my Fenty one. Did you hear that sound? That is the sound. We bought this fly electric. I'll show you it to you guys. This thing that electrocutes flies. So when you heard that, it means a fly went close to it and just got electrocuted. So high five to us. So they always recommend that for the foundation you use, see, I haven't even used this, that you use a thick, yeah, I think this is thick enough, but I want to use one that I've used before. Oh, I have this one that I've used before, so I'm just going to use this one. And you know guys, I was actually when I was showing you guys no man, I don't like the condition of this. When I was showing you guys like my school, the school that I went to, what do you call it, my primary school and my old home, you know, I actually had like so many mixed feelings about like our move to Cape Town, you know. I mean, even when I think about it now, you know, it was, as much as it was like, you know, this exciting time in my life where, you know, you move from, I mean, if you were to compare Venda, you know, to Cape Town, and especially in those days, it's literally as same, you know, you move from being pretty much, I know they say don't do this, but I'm just going to do this just to spread it around. It is basically like moving from literally a village to like, you know, like the city. And as much as, you know, you're always grateful that, you know, you have like this exposure, and especially when you're so young, because we moved when I was like 10 years old. that you get to have that exposure. But even with that exposure that we got, you know, I think like most of the time, I always felt like, you know, like a fish out of water or the odd one out, because you know, when I went to primary school, I mean, our primary school, every single grade had 3 classes of about 25 to 30 students, and every single one of those classes, like my entire grade, I was literally like the only black girl in my grade, and the entire school probably had like 3 black girls, and but the other ones were like in grade 2 or something. So it's not like it was people that I could talk to when I was like in grade 5, grade 6, you know. And in my neighborhood, we were literally the only black family in our neighborhood during that time. I never met another black family the entire time that we lived there. And so it was always like this thing of, whoo, my goodness, you don't really have those things to really relate to. And I mean, this is Cape Town in like from like what, 2000 to like 2003. So it's obviously much different to what Cape Town is now. But like I was saying, so whenever I was in school, you know, there was always this weird thing where like the kids would always like point out something that was like different about me. Like, oh my gosh, you know, why is your bum so big? And I'm like, what? Why is your hair like that? Like, what? Why is your, just, why do you speak like that? What? And you know, I think I never really paid much mind to it, because I just thought it was something like someone saying, oh, why are you so tall? You know, let's say, why do you have a long nose? You know, something like that. But I think as time went on, then it was getting very racismo, you know. You know, when all the things that everybody picks out about you, it's always those things that are distinct to black people. Like, duh, obviously I'm black, that's why my hair looks like that. I'm black, obviously my body gonna be, you know. It was just so weird. And then I think I was one of those kids where even growing up at home, I was very validated as a child. Like, even if it came to anything, if I was upset about something or whatever, I was always listened to, I was always heard. So it gives you a sense of confidence as a child, you know, when you live in a home where your opinion matters, you matter. If, I mean, even just from the smallest things, you know, at home, if I don't like this, my mom would say, oh, why don't you like this? And she would actually sit down and have a conversation with me. So, you know, she always taught me to advocate for myself. So I never really let it get to me in any point, because I just looked at it like, okay, yeah, whatever, like, who cares? Hey, manje bathi, I'm using some TikTok, whatever, bathi, what is this? Concealer. So they said right under the eyes, there, but on the chin. But I don't have like dark marks and whatever. And like I told you guys, I'm not really going to focus too much on my eyebrows, because this is how my eyebrows look naturally. So I don't like them too thick, like off to a circus or something. And so we're just going to put that there. So like I was saying, so I was a pretty confident child, whatever the environment was, you know. I knew myself, I knew my story, I was good. And then I actually noticed that, you know, the more that in that environment where people looked at me like, and I think there was sort of a thing like I shouldn't be there, you know, like, who do you think you are, type of thing. And it was so weird, because you ask yourself, where do children learn these type of mannerisms for to treat another child in sort of that manner, you know what I'm saying? So it was sort of, if you're going to be in this environment, we want you to be in this environment, but you need to sort of like shy away, be quiet, be that loser in a corner, and you mustn't be seen or heard of, you know, that type of thing. And unfortunately, I don't play by that. Actually, let me just watch this tutorial quickly and see how they do this. So anyway, as I was saying, so it says let's put some on this side, on here as well. And yeah, I think that's pretty it. But I think like maybe I should put more on here and on here. So I think the more when you know, when people try to, and it started from, oh, why is your hair like that, your hair is weird, and then it went to, oh, what was the term, I forgot. There's this colored term where they used to describe like cruz hara. Then it was like, ah man, why you have cruz hara? Your hair is. It got from like very, oh, why are you like this, to very like sort of quite demeaning terms. And I mean, honestly, from someone who's from Venda, oh, maybe this chestnut wasn't such a good idea, because you can't really see it at all, actually, at all. But sizobona phambili. But like we said, it's a daytime look. If I feel like it is not visible, we'll make the decision, and then yeah, we shall see if we should maybe get a darker shade, or keep this one as is. But like I was saying, what I actually noticed was that, you know, the more people realize that what they say to you doesn't really get to you, and it doesn't really bother you the way that they wanted to bother you, and you are not taking them seriously, and you're not letting them belittle you, you brush them off and whatever. And I think that's when they got to the stage where it was like, oh, so this black girl, she's just mising us. So like, you know, like it's as if she doesn't care that we say these things to her. And it was said to my face, you know, it was never like, oh, we are going to say these things behind her back and whatever. So it just, to me, was just like, okay, whatever, this is how you want to behave, I'm going to ignore you. And then one day, guys, like the most shocking thing ever, like when I was in class, then I was handed like a note, and I think it had been written by about let's say 15 to like 20 people, and it was literally just insulting me, like just the most horrific things. And I think I was about 12 at the time, like just insulting me, and every single thing that you know, if someone says, oh, I don't like, there was nothing there that said, oh, I don't like her personality, or I don't, it all stemmed from my blackness, like how I looked, how I sounded, just my physical being, like you know, people just writing that. And I was just like, oh my gosh, my classmates, like how can people wake up and write such horrific things? Like that was just awful. So then I remember, and then I just took the note, I put it in my bag, and then I went home. And I remember when my mom came back from work, she just found me like in my room looking very, very sad. And then like she asked me like, what's going on, like how, it's not like you, when I come back from school, I'm one of those people, like I absolutely love music, like I would be playing music, I'd be dancing in my room, you know, all sorts of things. And so that day she came and she just found me laying in bed, you know. I knew someone was gonna do this. Suka man, bye. So that day when she came back, she just found me like laying on my bed. I wasn't crying or anything, because boss bitches don't cry. So I was just sitting there, and then she asked me like, you know, what's wrong? And she asked like so many times, and I wouldn't answer. So then I just sent her what you call this, I handed her the, what do you call this, I handed her the note of like what those kids had written about me. And then my mom looked at it, and then she read it. I accidentally put this over the concealer. Yes, we had to make a mistake at some point. So she read it, and then after reading it, she looked at me. She was like, at the back of this note, I want you to tell these people who you are. And I'm like, what? She was like, no, I want you to tell them who you are. And you see these things that they wrote about you, I want you to tell them why you are the way that you are. And I was there like, yeah. Yeah. And she just let me write it. She didn't like advise me on what to write or anything. And I remember I wrote there, I'm a black young girl from Venda and I love myself and I'm confident and whatever, whatever. And the next day, my mother marched to that school, ne? And she demanded to speak to the principal. She was like, hey, not my child. And then I remember afterwards, then the teacher like issued like an apology to say, yeah, you know, this is not how we treat each other, blah, 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 blah. But I think I just remember that story and that thing stuck so much with me because I think that's something that, you know, some parents would just look at you and say, oh, just ignore them. It's just other kids. That's just how they are. But in that moment, and like I was saying that, and I think that's the importance of this chat, is just the importance of just a positive self-image about yourself, and also just being in an environment that you're validated. It's like even now, this when I do my videos and whatever, and people are like, oh, you just walk around, no makeup, blah, blah, yeah, she's not even all that, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then what? And then what? I like myself. And at the end of the day, I need to like me. If I don't like myself, it doesn't matter if I'm on YouTube or I'm on TikTok and then hundreds of people every day are like, oh, girl, I like you so much. Whatever. It all doesn't matter if you don't like yourself. So just the importance of having a positive self-image about yourself will really take you so far, and you don't feel the need to just always be such a caricature or look such a certain way, because oh my gosh, God forbid if I don't look like this or I don't dress like this, or you know, just create this ridiculous standard for yourself because based on other people that really most of them just can't wait for the day things go south for you. So yeah, guys, the important positive self-image. You must wake up every day and say, I'm that bitch. Whether the world agrees or not, that's their business, but your business is that you are that bitch. Oh, I don't know which brush I'm supposed to use for this. This girl is confusing me every 2 seconds. Okay, let's see, I must use this brush for this. So yeah, that was Cape Town for me, and that's why even when my husband wanted us to move here, like I was very not so excited, because that's how I remembered it, you know. I remembered it as that place where people always, every step of the way, for some reason, they always felt the need to want to put me in place, like to humble me, to make me feel small, to basically like look at me like you're black. Why do you think you're somebody, you know, that type of vibe. So, and I remember I even looked at him and I said, you know, I don't even know if that's the type of place that I want to raise my kids and have them grow up in an environment where they grow up and people will want them to feel, or people will want them to act inferior or behave inferior simply because they're black, not for any other reason, but just that. People will want them to, you know, be submissive, be doormats, be whatever, just because of the color of their skin. So that's why my relationship with this place, we are still, well, it's not that it's something, don't say, oh, Makazi hasn't healed from her primary school. No, that wasn't even something that like damaged me, but it was something that, you know, I think, and especially like I said, you know, coming from Venda, that was actually for the first time in my life that I discovered schmacism. I didn't know schmacism existed because I came from a place where we were all black. Economically, our families were all pretty much at the same level, you know what I mean? So it was just, yeah. Guys, Lana Nyamosha, I don't know what the hell is going on. Maybe I must start dabbing or kancha. So yeah, that's why my relationship with Cape Town was love hate for the longest time. And I always said, you know what? If there's one place I'll never move to in South Africa is Cape Town. I always said that. Always said that. But here I am. Yeah, I guess. Okay, we're going to come back in a minute. Manje, I look like a Popeye. I don't know what's going on. Whew. I have never dabbed this much in my life, but I feel like it blended quite yeah, and especially like I said, I just want to practice like a daytime look. So now she's talking about banana powders, and I'm like, for daytime, do I really want to do that? And I actually can't find my nail broke. See, this makeup thing was a bad idea. Let me make excuses like, yeah, I knew I shouldn't be doing this. So I cannot find, I'm supposed to do like this pressed powder thing, but I can't find the thing that came. This banana powder came with this pressed thing, and I just open it now and that thing is not there. So I think I'm just gonna have to use the sponge, but I'm just going to tread very lightly because I'm full by Popeye. I'm just going to put it just a little bit in this area. Oh, one. Just a little bit. I don't even know what is this supposed to do. Actually. And then after that, the lipstick that she used, which I find quite intimidating, is that whole lip liner and what. I find it so over the top. The last time I remember people when they were using lip liners were like in the 80s and 90s. I didn't know they came back. My mirror keeps falling down and I'm using my camera, which is very dangerous. So I'm going to leave it there. And then and I'm supposed to cook after this. And what am I making today? Oh, today I'm making my man some lamb stew. And I ate lamb stew and potato salad. So she puts the, what's the setting spray before, after the lip stuff. So I'm just going to try this. This is the first time I'm ever trying this, which is this is the lip liner they recommended. The lady said, oh, you know what, it's a nice neutral color. So it's this come on, this Lancome lip liner, lip shaper. It's called lip shaper. You know everything now. So we're just gonna try that. I've actually never tried this before in my life, so never been seen before footage. I don't know where the hell. Remember the first time I did my makeup? I did it with this nice big mirror I purchased. But man, I don't know where that mirror is. Karuna spoke in this house. I keep taking my things. I don't want to put on too much because I get terrible. I am terrible. And then I'm going to use one of the neutral colors that I got. This one. Color number... It's this light that I have here. That's why it doesn't show when I try to zoom. So 546. So I'm gonna... Yeah, okay. Not bad. It actually blends in quite well. I think the combo actually works nice with this lip color if you just look. I don't know if you... Are you supposed to go mwah on this? I don't know. Or you just leave it in there. And as before it, you guys will tell me what's going on here. And she says that this also works as a lip gloss. Let's see. I cover edition. Yeah, I have so many beauty spots, like, why? Actually, guys, yeah, I think I just need to attend classes for this. You saw with the cooking, I needed step by step from my mother. I think a lot of those things, because they're like on fast forward, so it's like, hey, okay, let's, okay. I hope I don't spray this too close. That's enough. Ooh, child. It's not, I don't look too awful, right? I feel like I'll be comfortable like this during the day. Yeah. And then as we go along, we can do the complicated stuff. But for now, I feel like this. Hey. I know you guys were probably expecting some HD, what, guys, we are trying. It's the first one of the year, so. And I've only done like 4 since a lot in like 7 months, so. Yeah, that's why I'm saying that next time we'll do a makeup and chat while I sip on some simensig. But yeah, anyways, and actually, because you guys in the comments keep saying, oh my gosh, my cousin, we are loving the food and whatever, that's why I'm hitting you with a bonus food cooking segment this week, okay? Because I am nice like that. So this week you get 2. And yeah, thank you so much to everybody who has yeah, and I'm just gonna end it off with that. I don't want to do like an outro or whatever. So thank you to everybody who has subscribed to the channel. Please keep on subscribing, guys. Do I have to do something controversial on the internet to get more followers? Do I need to you need another controversial story? Yeah. Yeah, thank you to everybody that subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, like, don't bore me. Subscribe to the channel and become part of the Lazy Housewife family. Next week we are going to be cash shopping. Vroom vroom. I can't wait. You know, getting some new wheels. we're going to be car shopping, and then obviously we need to go to that other furniture store. Hopefully we can now finally commit to a dining table. But this one that we currently have, I need to get rid of it because there's no space to even store it anyways, unless we put it on the patio, and our patio is already jam-packed. Actually, yeah, on the next vlog I'll show it to you guys, and then make me an offer. Please, I need to get rid of it. And then yeah guys, this was my week. Hopefully the dry cleaning and my clothes will be fixed. Yeah, we're going to touch base on that next week, and I'll be giving you guys a follow-up on what happened to that. So yeah, batho ba sale zwavhuḓi ba ḓiphine vha vhe na weekend yavhuḓi na batho vhane vha vha funa. And I must start putting in some more chivenda here and there. So yeah, from me, Makadzi Nengwenani, your favorite lazy housewife, signing out. Bye. Don't forget to watch the cooking vlog. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful rainbow. A whole arched rainbow. This is just so gorgeous.